Hi, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of Life Stories Podcast Close to Home. I'm Shara Goswick, your host. My guest today is Kyle Penney. Kyle is the president of the East Texas Community Foundation, and today we talk about East Texas Giving Day. This is a day set aside once a year for people to be able to go online and look through hundreds of nonprofits and organizations in our East Texas area to donate to. These organizations run off of donations and funds, and they're so important. And so I love that they've set aside a day since 2015, once a year, to go online together to be able to donate to these nonprofits. Giving is already open. You can go to their website, easttexasgivingday.org, and donate now. Or if you want to wait until April 28th, which is East Texas Giving Day, it starts at 6 a.m. and goes until midnight. If you know of somebody that is looking for a place to give, this is a great way to do it. You can send them to their website, have them listen to this conversation, and see how important and valuable this organization is. Thank you for being here. Kyle, thank you so much for being a guest today. I am very excited. I got this interview before East Texas Giving Day. I've participated in it. I live in East Texas, and so I'm very familiar with it, but there are probably a lot of people that don't know anything about it. So if you could, please explain to somebody that does not know what East Texas Giving Day is.
Sure. So East Texas Giving Day is an online giving event where you can go to one location, easttexasgivingday.org, one website, and pick from among hundreds of participating charities. So this year we have 333, I think, organizations that are participating. So it just kind of consolidates everything into one place so that you can do your charitable giving and learn information about a lot of different organizations and make a contribution to the ones that are important to you. So it's not a pool. The Giving Day doesn't just we're not just raising a big pool of money that gets distributed out equally among all those 333. When you go to the website, you are selecting the charity that you want to make a contribution to, and you're determining what amount you want to give them. So that money goes straight through to them.
Awesome. When did this get started?
So we're in our 11th year. So 1995 or 2015, sorry. 2015 was when we started this,
Okay.
and it's kind of grown. Last year we raised about $3 million
Oh, wow.
in the one day, and it's really designed to give normal annual operating support to
Right.
these organizations. It's not for capital campaigns or things like that. It's just good old grassroots support for local nonprofits.
Awesome. What kind of nonprofits and organizations sign up to do this? Maybe there's somebody that has something and that they're not a part of it, but they want to be.
Right. Yeah. So we cover the East Texas Community Foundation covers a 32 county region of Northeast Texas. So our office is in Tyler and Smith County, but uh, if you can imagine, our boundaries kind of go all the way up to the Oklahoma border, over Louisiana border, down as far south as Lufkin, Nacogdoches, Angelina County, and then over west towards Canton. So a huge swath of Northeast Texas is included. To participate, an organization has to be a public charity. So it can't be a private foundation or something like that. They have to be a public charity. So that includes, government organizations, schools, and most of the charities that you would think of when you're thinking of public charities, food pantries and educational institutions, job training programs, all those kinds of things typically qualify.
That's awesome. Walk somebody through the day. There's 18 hours of giving on that day, but I know people can do early giving. Explain to people how this all works.
Right. So we do a lot of work leading up to the event with the nonprofits that are participating, trying to give them all the information they need to make it a successful day for them. So what happens on that day is up to each nonprofit. But what we encourage them to do is use their traditional communication methods, which could be emails, newsletters, text messages or things like that. Use their normal communication to encourage their donors to make a contribution on East Texas Giving Day. or towards their match. A lot of these organizations have raised matching funds for the
Oh,
event.
wow.
So they're encouraging people to help make contributions so that they can meet their match. And then what's different about East Texas Giving Day from your normal giving is the idea that you share that with others
Right.
after you make a contribution or that you're interested in making the contribution. So typically giving is a quiet private event, but not on East Texas Giving Day. And you don't have to go telling everybody what you gave, how
Right.
much you gave to each organization, but we do want you to get on social media and crow about the organizations that are important to you, the ones that you supported, and let other people know. And it really is that viral nature of all of this activity happening on one day, drawing a lot of attention to it. We've got radio ads and TV ads and newspaper ads and all kinds of media directed toward, plus 333 nonprofits directing their social media towards that. So it's that viral nature that hopefully will attract new people
Yeah.
to learn about organizations they never heard about before and make a contribution. So that's one of the main reasons we do it is nonprofits have a hard time finding new donors.
Mhm.
So this is a platform that really encourages sharing and, encouraging your friends to check things out in in a non-confrontational way. It's all
Right.
on social media. So that has proven to be very helpful for local nonprofits.
That's awesome. I can't imagine anybody living in East Texas and not hearing about this, which I think is wonderful. I think it's wonderful.
Right.
I love it. So
That's
what
what
if
makes it work. It's the fact
Yeah.
that everybody's talking about it on the same
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. For somebody that wants to give, but they don't have a lot of money, encourage somebody that even a small donation, I'm sure, makes a difference and is helpful.
Oh, absolutely. All of these nonprofits depend on annual operating support. So, yeah, from time to time, they have to raise big money to do building campaigns and expansions and things like that. But day in and day out, they need operating funds to provide the vital services that they're providing, whether it's cultural arts or education or trying to meet basic human needs. They have to have dollars to make all of those things happen. So whether you can give $2 or $2,000, it all helps. So those
Sure.
organizations really depend on that.
Awesome. So you've been doing this for 11 years, you said. Do you have a story or something that's happened in these 11 years that stands out to you that was really special?
Well, there's a therapeutic equestrian center nearby that likes to get me on a horse in my suit on East Texas Giving Day. So that's kind of fun to go out there and get a little riding in and shoot some videos and things like that out there. But you know, it, we we've seen different organizations try to do physical events,
Okay.
and depending on the organization, that works or doesn't work, where you invite people to an open house or try to, promote East Texas Giving Day on the day you're having another event or something like that. But it's really viral nature. And, spring in East Texas can be very interesting. So as soon as
Yes.
you put a tent up to try to have a booth for something, well, the wind's going to blow and
Right.
you just never can tell what the weather's gonna be, so having an online event is really a great opportunity to go. I mean, we blasted right through COVID and
Mhm.
everything else because it's all online. Nobody
Right.
has to touch anybody to make a
Right.
big difference.
No excuses.
No excuses.
So tell me about the East Texas Community Foundation. Tell me what you're doing, like you said, the other 364 days a year.
So, we're a communities foundation, which means we're a public charity. And we help individuals and organizations try to be as efficient and effective as they can be with their charitable dollars.
Okay.
So we work with a lot of nonprofit organizations, managing endowment funds and helping them grow endowment funds for them. That's kind of our bread and butter with nonprofits. So East Texas Giving Day is a little bit different animal. We're not raising any dollars that actually stay here at the Communities Foundation.
Right.
We're just trying to help all our local nonprofits raise annual operating support and be recognized and try to get some new donors through the process. So Our main work with the nonprofits outside of Giving Day is managing endowments. What we do with individuals, we work with a lot of individuals that are trying to accomplish something from a charitable perspective, either during their lifetime, where they've got an idea, they want to try to do something like maybe set up a scholarship or set up a fund to benefit a certain organization. They may want to do that during their lifetime. Or they may be looking at estate planning and saying, hey, after we're gone, we've got a number of organizations that we really like to support. We'd like to leave some funds to help continue supporting them after we're gone. How do we do that? So,
Oh, wow.
so that's what the Community Foundation does. We manage charitable funds for many, many people that are not here any longer,
Yeah.
but they wanted to leave something that would continue to benefit organizations in their community or helps. We're right in the middle of scholarship season right now. We're about to make all of our scholarship announcements. We'll give out over $1 million this year in scholarships to East Texas area students, and it runs the full spectrum. If you can imagine what somebody is interested in from an education standpoint, we've probably got a scholarship for that. So we've got
Wow.
scholarships that encourage students to go into geology and the geosciences. Certainly, that's a big deal in East Texas and our
Sure.
East Texas oil field. But we've got scholarships for students that have showed horses in Henderson County, or students that are interested in automotive technology, or all kinds of different professions, or coming from different places. Some people come to us and say, I want to help kids that are coming from my hometown. So, can you help me set up a scholarship for my local high school? And, we want to support the best and brightest kids, or maybe kids with financial need or things like that. So it's really neat to hear what people want to try to accomplish and
Sure.
then try to help them achieve that.
That's amazing. I didn't ever think about people leaving money after they were gone to help continue, supporting these organizations. That's incredible. Very
Oh,
generous.
yeah. We get
Very generous.
a number of those that'll go forever
Yeah.
until we all run out of time.
That's right. That's amazing.
So, yeah.
If there's one thing that you would like for people to know or remember about East Texas Giving Day, what would that be?
The main thing is just there's so many organizations that are doing amazing work every day. I mean, I learn about new ones all the time. You can't possibly know every organization. I think there's over 5,000 registered nonprofit organizations in East Texas. But if you
Wow.
start looking through our website, you see over 300 of them that are participating in this. So they feel like maybe they got a handle on being able to do kind of social media fundraising. But just to read about what they're doing and where they're doing it, and the lives that they're impacting, there's just really great stories out there. And our website ends up being, for me and can be for others, it's almost like a small directory of nonprofits. So if you're interested in nonprofits in a particular community, you can select a county or a city, and all the nonprofits that participated from that area will pop up. If you're interested in a particular category like human needs or arts and culture or animals or things like that, you
Yeah.
could pick one of those categories and see all these different organizations and how they're helping in that area.
I love it. That's those are the people that I talk to, and I'm like you. I'm just always amazed at how people are helping others. So, Kyle, thank you so much for talking to me today. I'm excited to share this and let people know about East Texas Giving Day, and I'm so glad I got to meet you and talk to you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ron.